The following is a 45 TV sports presentation. TV.
This is our time. This is our time to make a new tomorrow. This is our call. This is
great effort. Great effort. Tag is on. Runner up.
Track star steals it, lays it in.
3 seconds. At the buzzer.
Can't turn back now. We'll never be the same. It's a brand new day.
Door play to kick off the start of the second half. Look at that. Wow.
This is our time.
Saw her turn that up a notch, and McGrory all the way down, stops and puts a left-hander up.
This is our call. This is our call.
For Coffee, just strength back to her system. Good teamwork, nice passing. Elk for 3.
To the shadow. We'll never be the same. It's a brand new day.
State champion.
You don't know how bad I want this. I mean, to go on my senior year undefeated with this team, I mean, you can't ask for anything more, and I seriously cannot wait.
Rebekah Dahlman, this is really fun because press row is filled with a lot of people. They want to see this matchup, Dahlman and Wagner. We can't wait for it, Leah, and this should be a beauty. You just talked to both coaches.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting game. Everyone's pumped up. The big matches between the two big players, and I just think this second game is going to be absolutely amazing.
Well, let me guess who the two key players are in this one, Leah.
Well, we'll kick it off with Wagner first because we know what she can do in big games in the state tournaments. She can score a lot of points, and her team will be looking for her to do that. In this tournament so far, she's already had 48 and 31. But the Braham Bombers have the senior, Rebekah Dahlman, and she has the mental toughness. She's determined, she's focused, she's done outstanding in this tournament. She's had 40 and 25, so both of these two players will be leaned on heavily in this tournament.
Today's key player is brought to you by Polymet, a mining company with plans to open a modern, safe copper, nickel, precious metals mine in northeastern Minnesota. You can learn more at polymetmining.com. Let's go back to Chris Long.
All right, let's get set for this game, Marissa Layton. These teams got here thanks in part to their star players, but it's not just one-player teams.
You know, we know that Rebekah Dahlman is going to do her thing today. I'm looking for Kayla Nichols Jr. averages 18.5 points a game to step up as well.
Jenny Johnson, same thing. Carlie Wagner may have scored 48, but they don't get here without the rest of the team.
Absolutely not. I think Carlie Wagner, and if everything pans out, Rebekah Dahlman will neutralize each other. It is going to be the supporting cast that's going to make a difference today.
Carlie Wagner knocked everybody's socks off last night with 48 points a game, but no big deal. She did the same thing last year. Both of those state tournament records, 48. What makes her so good, Jenny?
Well, she clearly can score. The one thing that Marissa and I have been talking about so much is that she can shoot a jump shot off a power hard dribble to the basket, and not a lot of girls can do that at this point. She also rebounds and has a lot of assists.
The two of them, Rebekah Dahlman and Carlie Wagner, averaging 36 points a game so far in this tournament. Let's meet both teams. Jane Voss on the public address.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Target Center for the 2013 Girls State Basketball Tournament. Let me have your attention as we introduce the starting lineups for this Class 2A State Tournament Championship game between the Section 7 champions with a record of 32-0, the Bombers of Braham High School, and the Section 2 champions with a record of 31-1, the Panthers of New Richland, Heartland, Ellendale, Geneva. Now let's meet the starting lineups, which will be introduced alternately, starting with the visitors from Braham. At forward, 5'9", senior, number 32, Danny Braun. For the Panthers, 5'6", junior forward, 0-0, Hannah Lundberg. For the guards from Braham, 5'5", freshman guard number 5, Jacqueline Hollenkamp. Another forward for the Panthers, 5'10", senior number 14, Katie Cole. Guard for the Bombers, 5'8", junior number 10, Kayla Nichols. And for New Richland-H-E-G, guard 5'6", 8th grader number 1, Maddie Wagner. Another guard for the Graham Bombers, 5'6", junior number 15, Jenna Winter. And for the Panthers, 5'10", junior guard number 3, Carlie Wagner. And for the Braham Bombers, 5'9", senior guard number 25, Rebekah Dahlman. And playing center for the Panthers, 5'10", junior number 10, Paige Overgaard. The coaches for this championship game for the Bombers, assistant coaches Dan Kraus and Becky Swanson, head coach Tim Malone. The coaching staff for the Panthers, assistant coach Grant Berg and Sam Lundberg, head coach John Schultz. The officials, Jared Butson, Brandy Alm, and Steve Verkinderen.
Today's starting lineups are brought to you by Touchstone Energy Cooperatives. Together we save. And Lee, as they mentioned on the pregame show, Jenny, Marissa, and Chris, there are other players out here besides the two that are getting all the attention.
Well, Tim Malone, the Braham Bombers coach, told me that he thinks the two stars are going to cross each other out and that he thinks Braham's going to win the battle in 2 through 5. He says we have a better supporting cast. And his proof of that is he said in the last game that the Panthers play, they only had 2 assists in that game. He said we averaged 23 assists, we shared the ball, so he feels confident there.
Controlled by the Panthers as we start game 2. We crowned one state champ today. That was Minnesota in a close one over Ada Borup. Final score was 10 points, but there were 9 lead changes in the game. I don't know how many times we were close to getting that game tied up toward the end, and then the free throws, of course, made a difference at the end. There's Carlie Wagner. That's tough to stop that shot.
And we know in these tournament games, especially championship games, quick starts are so important, and Carlie Wagner's already come to play.
Well, the Panthers have had some great players through the year. Amanda Moxon and Allison Anderson. Allen, of course, was the school's first 1,000-point scorer, and John Schultz is her head coach as well. So they've had some talent over there at the Panthers, and John Schultz has done a great job with this program.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a power screen.
Good call. I like that call right away to set the tone. Now the Panthers will play in a 2-3 zone.
Stepping out of bounds. Seen that before. Here's our game plan brought to you by Wells Fargo. Together, we'll go far.
We talked about it earlier. Dahlman and Wagner for both teams. They have to be good. But for Braham, offensive boards, they're going to need to get those rebounds. And New Richland, you got to get the role players involved.
2-0 Panthers with the early lead. Great crowd here this afternoon. Good support from both sides. And a lot of talk about this game. This is what makes a state tournament so special, reminiscent of the old days when we were kids and you'd hear about the state tournament. People you hadn't seen, you're anxious to see them like her, like Carlie Wagner. And you just hear these names and they'd almost become mythical until you finally saw them play. Sometimes they'd pan out, sometimes they wouldn't. But I would say Dahlman and Wagner have not disappointed anybody.
I agree, and it's always great just to see great players, great matchups, great athletes, and we definitely have it here in this game. the Panthers feel defensively they either do a 1-3-1 trap on a make, a 2-3 matchup on misses, and Coach Schultz told me, we beat you on defense as a team.
Wagner picks off the pass intended for Dahlman. Left-handed runner, too hard, rebound. Panthers, and now the scramble, and Braham has it.
They can't take advantage of their defense and turn that into offense right there.
Dahlman cut off from the lane. Nice shovel pass to the other side. And there's a young lady that they do depend on a lot. Her name is Jackie Hollenkamp. She's a freshman. And she was unable to play much in the last game, and they were a little bit worried about that.
Yeah, Coach Malone said he needs her in the game today.
There's an unusual sight. Rebekah Dahlman missing that layup. Wagner, the other end. She'll try one more time. Nope, cut off. One more time for Wagner. That's going to go out of bounds. So it's saved by the Panthers, but they still can't hit it. Overguard tried, just wouldn't go down. 4-2. Dahlman, oh my, that might be a charge there.
And that's going to get the new Richland-H-E-G fans into this crowd. They like that right away on Dahlman.
The 8th grader takes it from the senior. Maddie Wagner. One of the Wagner twins, younger sisters of the star.
Yeah, they're Marnie and Maddie, both very good players. 5'6", both in 8th grade, the twins.
Panthers with the ball and the lead. Wagner bring it in the lane. Back out to Big Sis.
The Panthers have the confidence because they beat Braham before in the quarterfinals last year.
There's a matchup to remember. Dahlman on Wagner. Now back to the zone defense. Wagner a good look at 15. Sister Maddie with a fadeaway turnaround. In and out. Jenna Winter on the boards. Dahlman walks it up. 5,000 plus points. Isn't that something? Three-pointer from the other side. Oh, no. Rebound. Wagner got herself in a little bit of trouble and traveled. I think that ball was hit enough, Leah, that she just could never grasp it. Timeout in the court. Exciting start to this one. The first half is brought to you by Park Nicollet Melrose Institute. Join the Buy You movement at facebook.com/BuyYouMelrose.
Back at the Target Center, we get the magic and bird of Minnesota high school girls basketball here in the Minnesota State High School girls basketball tournament. Well, today is the last game in the great career of Braham's Rebekah Dahlman, and I spoke to her head coach, Tim Malone, about how he's seen her grow in her time. He told me, well, when they won 2 years ago, she needed her sister Hannah, who was a senior, to keep her mentally in check. But now she's just so mature, has grown into the undisputed leader, has that next level focus and mental toughness. And he mentioned it will be hard to see her go. She's ready for that next step, though, and he'll be glad for that. And Dave, he also said recently, with all her accolades, she was asked about how many of her 5,000 points would she give up for another state championship. And this should tell you a little bit about her. She said all of them.
Good stuff there, Tori.
Carlie Wagner just hits a runner. Make it a 6-2 Panther lead. Man, there is an electricity in this place. Nice shovel pass. That's the freshman Hollenkamp who is the recipient of that generosity.
Yeah, that's right. Dahlman doesn't get the points. She gets the assists. And Tim Malone talked about the importance of that, sharing the basketball.
Wide open look on the baseline. It's one they want, but it will not go down. As Paige Overgaard loves that shot and just unable to capitalize on that.
I enjoyed talking to John Schultz before the game. Just a lot of energy from his team. Very excited for this game. Both coaches. You could just tell. I wonder if anyone got any sleep last night.
Can't imagine. Especially for those who drove home on those icy roads last night. Man,
for sure.
some people hopefully got in today without a problem. Yesterday, we had a lot of road issues. That's a turnover. You see some of the bright colors out of that Panthers fan section.
I like that pink.
Yeah, they're keeping it bright. Wagner guarded by the freshman, Jackie Hollenkamp.
Rebekah Dahlman always guards the person on the ball, so it's not necessarily going to be Wagner. It's the player who has the ball.
Good anticipation. Good defense there by Hollenkamp, forcing that turnover to Danny Brand. That's an open three for Dahlman. Wagner on the board. By the way, in the midst of 48 points, she also had about 13, 14 rebounds last night. Sister to sister, Maddie Wagner.
Well, that has to be a lot of fun to be out there with your little sisters playing in a state championship game.
Dahlman going to fight all the way inside. Still won't go. Follows up her shot and then does draw the foul. Closed captioning is brought to you by Warner Stellian, Minnesota's appliance specialist. Rebekah Dahlman from Braham, Minnesota, straight north of the Twin Cities. Playing against NRH-E-G. New Richland, Heartland, Ellendale, and Geneva. That's about an hour and 38-minute drive south of the Twin Cities. Really, for the most part, just down on I-35. That'll get you there pretty quick between Owatonna and Albert Lee. Kind of opposite directions for both these teams. Dahlman. She's got a couple. Rebekah averages, again, 35-5 a game. Carlie Wagner averages 33 a game. At 48 in the game last night. She did it the year before in the third place game. She tied herself with the state scoring record. Foul as Katie Cole tries to spin inside. She is fouled. No free throws on this one. And the foul charged. Natalie Bacon. 8-6, Braham with a chance to tie or go ahead right now. Dahlman brings it up slow. Don't get used to that. Trying to get a pick from Angela Bendixson.
Yeah, I like this defense that the Panthers use. It's difficult when they trap you in those corners.
The pressure D of New Richland. Everybody's played against the NRH-E-G, and the Panthers knows exactly what that's like. It's tenacious. Dahlman trying to fight for position. They'll do a nice job cutting her out of the lane. That three-pointer won't go. They're going to need some outside shooting here. Wagner pushing it down court, running with the left hand. Again, overshoots the hoop and out of bounds off the Panthers. Don't see her too often get a little out of control. That's unusual.
Yeah, she has such good body strength. Usually when she gets to the basket, she uses her body so well, but everyone misses once in a while.
Turnover. Braham. 8-6. This is for the state AA title. That is John Schultz, Panther head coach. Couple substitutions coming back in. Hollenkamp is back in. Brand is back in.
Hollenkamp defensively is so important to the Braham Bombers.
Wagner, long three on the way. It's perfect.
I think this cannot leave her alone at all. And sometimes even if you do have a hand in the face, it doesn't matter.
11-6 Panthers steal. Wagner still maintains control of the basketball. Nice no-look pass other side. Oh, that one hurt. Right back up. Boy, did that sound ugly. Jenna Winter went down with a thud, and boy, she didn't hit her head. I thought for a minute her head hit that hardwood. That was worrisome.
It sounded very loud.
Unless she's just tough. I'm not going to let anybody know it. Don't. There'll be a timeout. Timeout in the court. 11-6. You can watch the delivery of this shot by Carlie Wagner. You can log on now to prep45.com. Order this or any of your favorite games. Make the memories of your favorite athlete last a lifetime with your own DVD copy of the Minnesota State High School Tournament presented by 45 TV and Grand Stadium. Back here next weekend with the Boys State Tournament. This fan here wearing a 1947 Braham Letterman's jacket.
That is so cool. I love that. It's right behind us.
Yeah, pretty neat stuff. Tournament's been fun today. Oh, wide open look. That's a great pass. They're going to miss that shot. Wagner,
Didn't catch it. But the fans did.
Braham fans saw it. Nose points. Jump ball, possession arrow, Braham. Hey, you can get your local news, weather, and sports every night on 45 TV. Local news at 9 p.m. right here on 45 TV. And for the latest in high school sports, you can visit prep45.com. Dahlman now. Coming up on the 10-minute mark. Wagner and Dahlman at the top. Quick pass down low again, and teammates unable to hang on to that pass. And the turnover coming right back to the Panthers. Cole traveled.
Last couple minutes, we've had a little bit of slower pace from each team. A few turnovers. A little bit of difficulty getting into offensive flow.
Stepped out of bounds. You know, John Schultz had to laugh because he said after the game, I just hope we can have the energy to stay with Braham. And what he was referring to is their 82.9 points per game. They can run, but his team scores 72. So I don't know if that's really a big concern. But
yeah,
Braham can go up and down in a hurry.
Both teams have the ability to do that and play well in transition.
That soft touch on the baseline is so impressive.
Right now, the Panthers are doing...
Dahlman's shot will not go.
Very good job of getting Wagner the ball and letting her do her thing.
Overguard on the good board. Wagner misses it, but follows up that miss. Gets it in. That won't go. And rebound. Overguard had it, but may have been fouled on the way up. Paige Overguard averages 5 points a game. But no shot here. 13-6. Panthers with the early lead.
In our last game, Minnesota with Ada Borup, we saw how important offensive rebounding can be in a game, and Minnesota did a tremendous job on the boards. We're going to see that here in this game, too.
Angela Bendixson in the game. Rebekah Dahlman will take a break. You can see her they're talking to their head coach right now, having a conversation with Tim Malone, the Moorhead State grad. And that one will drop for Katie Cole, her first bucket of the day. 15-6 Panthers. Deep in the corner. Jenna Winter surrounded. Sunna got out of it to Hollenkamp, and now as she goes up for the shot, she is fouled, and this will result in 2 for her.
Nice move to the basket.
Ball is on number 14, Katie Cole.
Free throw line. Jackie Hollenkamp, the freshman, 5'5", 4 points in the game. She is crucial to their effort.
Yeah, it's interesting hearing Tim Malone talk about her because, you know, if you look at her numbers, she averages 9 points on the season. She's had 6 and 4 in the tournament. She is a good rebounder, though. She had 13 rebounders in the quarterfinal game, but he really likes having her on the court. She just adds so many little things in the game, and she's so physically strong.
Wagner is continuing a rebound flurry. That jumper. Soft. Sets up for it. Follows through on it. Impressive start for her. 13 points. Block. Foul. Maddie Wagner. Down in the Gopher Conference, that's where the Panthers play with Bethlehem Academy, who took third here today. Blooming Prairie, United South Central, Waterville, Elysian, Morristown, Medford, Randolph, Janesville, Waldorf, Pemberton. There's the guy, their architect, Coach Schultz. Great River Conference. And that's the conference that Braham plays in and has just dominated for some time now. That is Danny Braun with the free throw. 17-7. Rebekah Dahlman did not stay out long. Left-hander going to use every part of that rim. And Dahlman fighting for the rebound. Shot is blocked. And the foul is called. I think the officials are disagreeing, or they're going to consult one another.
We saw a few extra elbows fly there and trying to figure out.
It's on Braham. Man, this crowd is juiced. You can watch it yourself. Watch this now. Boy, they are getting into it at Target Center. 17-7. Nice wrap.
I haven't even seen that one before.
That's the new one.
That's good. Carlie Wagner came to this championship game ready to play, and boy, she's been lighting it up. She'll take you one-on-one, hit big shots. She can hit the three. She can take it to the basket. A little pull-up jumper right there. It's a pretty shot.
They met in the first round last year, didn't they? Braham and the Panthers.
They did indeed, and the Panthers came out victorious in that one.
Well, in this game so far, it's a 10-point spread, but you would think we're at the end of the game, and it's a 1-point difference the way these fans are reacting. We had great, I thought, in that Minnesota, Ada Borup game, the fan support was terrific. This might even be bigger with the Braham and NRH-E-G.
Yeah, the Target Center, it's loud, it's crowded, the sides are full.
What is that? It was Dr. Seuss for a minute, but I'm not sure what it was. It's fun, I guess, is what it is.
There it is.
Panthers with the basketball. Hannah Lundberg. A little bit of trouble right there. Got to get rid of it. Out to the top. And a foul is called on Lundberg, I believe. Picks up the foul. 17-7. Braham with it. Again, a team that scores 83 points a game, you know that they can run it up and down in a hurry. They can change the dynamics of the scoreboard really quickly. Last Braham field goal was at 13:50. So over 5 minutes without a field goal.
Right now I can see the officials watching the contact between Wagner and Dahlman.
Dahlman trying to drive in. Left hand is up. Did she travel?
But Braham needs to figure out a way to get Dahlman into their offense more, but I felt right in that last move right there, she's forcing it a little bit. She doesn't need to force it.
Her grandfather, former Minneapolis Laker coach John Kundla. You got to make Grandpa proud, boy. 5,000 points. Wagner to the hoop. Powering away, and now no call, no bucket. A charge.
Braham team on the bench. Everyone's standing up. The crowd's into it. See, Wagner takes it. But there it is. There's the defense that's waiting for it. It's not a back ball.
Hollenkamp brings it up. 10-point lead. Panthers have it. Look how far out they came on defense as soon as that ball is to the top. Ball is knocked loose, out of bounds. Who gets it? Panthers.
And the key to their defense when you play that zone defense is all about communication and team play. And Coach Schultz said before the game, we got to beat him with the team play.
Wagner and Dahlman, you wanted this matchup? You got it. Right there in your living room. Runs right through that pick. Overguard, back out Wagner knocked loose momentarily, gets a pick. There's a foul on Rebekah Dahlman. Number 2.
And Dahlman comes through trying to get around a pick or a screen. She needs to slip around her and top. Right here, she's trying to just push through it.
That's her 3rd. She had 2, now has 3. They've got to take her out. And you still got over 7 minutes to go until halftime. Wagner. Long NBA 3. Not going to go. Fight for the rebound. Winter of Braham has it. She'll push it out herself. Hollenkamp right to the basket. Over guard. Wagner guarded by Hollenkamp. Decides to dish it off and threw it out of bounds. 6:49 till halftime. State AA championship from the Target Center. In last year's 2A final, Providence Academy took on the Main Streeters of Sauk Center after 6 lead changes and 7 ties. The Lions were able to defeat Sauk Center thanks to Anne-Marie Healy's 18 points and 9 rebounds. The final in that one, Leah, was 46-40.
That was a fantastic game. Providence Academy doing their thing, that slowly working the ball around, taking their time. Ray Finley. It's a good game.
You know, Ray's 3rd state championship. I mean, a 3rd different team with a state title.
This year it was Braham that knocked out Providence Academy.
Turnover. Bombers. Yeah, they beat them last night, 49-39. But again, don't let the score fool you. That was a heck of a game, too.
That was a great game.
A 79-42. They beat Bold in the quarters to get here. A 62-49 win for the Panthers over Pelican Rapids in game 1. And then they beat Washburn. That was another good game last night, 69-60. Boy, Coley came alive in that second half of that game for Washburn. And Miller, she's going to be one to watch.
Yeah, it's going to be fun seeing her next year.
Wagner caught on the way up. Danny Braun. There's Coach Tim Malone from Moorhead State. Tim, in the last 4 years, 119 wins. That's not so bad.
Yeah, that's a great basketball IQ. Nice guy. Great coach.
Wagner's first free throw. $11-point lead for the Panthers.
Oh, the spin on that ball when Wagner shoots is just perfect.
She's got 15 already. She had 48 last night. Bombers with the basketball, running that baseline. Remember, Dahlman's on the sideline with 3 fouls. Hollenkamp does a nice job, the freshman, of getting the board and then forcing the foul on Paige Overgaard.
Falls on the Panthers, number 10.
So Jackie Hollenkamp with 4 points in the game. They're really counting on her, especially when you got a McDonald's All-American on the bench with 3 fouls. And then the other McDonald's All-American we'll see later tonight, Nia Coffey.
Well, we got a couple more good games coming up this evening, and in the midst of one right now. I think they're going to have to sit Dahlman on that bench for at least, and I would try to get it as close to halftime as you can.
Well, she's only got 1 gear, and that's fast. And so, and Coach knows that because she's going to go right at the hoop, and you know they're going to try to take some charges. So
right,
it's got to be killing them, but he's got to keep her on the sideline. A long 3. Rebound. Everybody touches it. Like a volleyball match all of a sudden. Wagner, that free throw jumper. Yeah, you bet.
Wagner is running a clinic out here.
Bombers in desperate need of a field goal. There's been a long time, and that one's not going to fall. An Overgaard. Outlet. Wagner in traffic. Move it around. Eventually in Carlie Wagner's hands. She's getting a pick. Feeds it to the corner. Cole has it. Nothing there. Wagner to Wagner. There's Maddie Wagner, one of the twins. She's number 1. Right to the basket. Knocked out of her hands, out of bounds.
Braham will get another chance here offensively, see if they can find some flow, find someone who can get some rhythm to their offensive game.
Jackie Hollenkamp, freshman. Look at how far the defense comes out. Little give and go in the middle. That's nice. That was set up really nice. Danny Brown hits it. 11 points. Wagner, long distance three. Not going to go. Rebound. Graham hauled down by Angela Bendixson. Quickly down. Nichols feeds it off to Braun, and she's got another one.
There you go. He's starting to feel a little rhythm now. A little bit of confidence there for Braham.
Wagner, one of 3 Panthers who scored. Maddie Wagner saves it in, and now stolen right out of Wagner's hands by Braun. Boy, she's kind of on fire in the last couple of seconds. 3-pointer on the way, no travel. It looked like Kayla Nichols was set up for that 3. That would have been huge, too. (31-1) for the Panthers, 32-0 for Braham. 3 on the way on the left side. Wagner won't go. Follow. It's up and in for the Panthers. Three on the way, and that's circled about as close as you can get it. Over guard. Foul. Kayla Nichols picks it up. There's Carlie Wagner. She will go to the free throw line.
She has to be happy with what has done down here in the first half of this game. Team up 23-12.
She has 17. This is her third free throw attempts. 2 out of 3 now. That's the 3rd time she's been there. Braham now, they're getting an opportunity, a little light here, Leah, to get back into this thing. They need to take advantage of it. Winter.
I'm sure it just took a couple minutes to get comfortable offensively without having your star player in the game.
Nichols travels. Timeout on the court. 3:06 to go. 23-12. NRH-E-G. Today's fan cam is brought to you by 45 TV. The Bomber fans. I don't know. There's thing 1. I don't know what thing 2 is. That's a heavy beard for a high school kid.
Good stuff. I like it.
Good crowd. Boy, they are
creativity.
Vocal. Panthers. Shot won't go for Hannah Lundberg, but a possession arrow is coming up on with the possession arrow. The Panthers, they have the lead at 23-12. The Braham defense kind of done their job in the last few minutes against this high-powered offense. It's Carlie Wagner doing most of the scoring. Otherwise, you've had Katie Cole with 2 and Maddie Wagner with 4.
They're sticking with their man-on-man defense.
Wagner too short. Rebound. Hollenkamp, the freshman for Braham. Boy, they like her a lot. Can't get it to go, but a follow-up by Kayla Nichols. And tightens it up a little bit more.
Yeah, they do a good job of moving the ball, and Hollenkamp has just been really good in this game. Look at her just coming down full force, misses the shot. You get the follow-up on the offensive rebound.
Maddie Wagner just picked up her 3rd fall, Leah.
That's not good news for the Panthers. She's been good in these tournament games.
Good hustle by Braun. She went in to grab that basketball, but it will be Panther ball. But can't fault her for that effort. She darn near got it. Nine-point lead coming up on 2.5. Carlie Wagner hasn't scored in a little while. Good defense by Braham. Boy, she's playing a great game out there right now for Braham.
Yeah, she's done a good job on both ends of the court.
Lundberg. Over guard. Back to Wagner. Well, Hollenkamp is the specialist out there on her. Kind of changed the tone a little bit. There's that jumper. I just don't know how you stop that shot.
If you're just going to play one person on her, it's really, really hard to stop that shot. But I do like Hollenkamp on her.
19 points. Out of bounds, turnover. Panther basketball.
I feel like a lot of times when Dahlman's in the game and she is on Wagner, it gets Wagner going in even more, and it gets, makes her want to hit even more big shots. And I don't think she has that same feeling with the freshman Hollenkamp. And Hollenkamp's done a nice job.
Katie Cole. Charge. Jade Schultz, there's a name we haven't called today, and we should talk about her, Leah. We talked about her last night. Got some ice over there. Because she was having some difficulties yesterday. Remember, he had to pull her out of the game.
That's right. That's right. I didn't see she has a big ice pack on her leg right now, so she must have a pretty bad injury over there.
Nichols on the follow, and the Bombers will keep it. Bombers with the basketball now, trying to get back into this thing. There's that long three-pointer that's short. Panthers have it again. Wagner now on a fast break, 1 against 2, and she'll run it off the glass. Good follow by Cole. She can't hit it. Wagner has it. That would be her sister, Marnie Wagner, and she is fouled, and so she's going to go over to the free throw line. Marnie has not scored in the game. By the way, those twins, we haven't mentioned yet, are 8th graders.
I know, and they look great out there. They're confident and comfortable. Looks like we'll have some good basketball coming for quite a few years from the Panthers.
Make sure we're waiting for that ball. Don't be comfortable, 1.
There it is, a little magic.
Lane violation. We're going to reshoot.
Oh, lane violation. You can hear the official. Got to redo it. Well, those are killers if you're a coach. Just kills you.
Those are the little errors that can be incredibly frustrating.
And that resulted in an extra point. Ooh, lost the pivot.
No argument there.
Here come the Panthers now. Wagner down in that left corner. She'll set and shoot. It's not going to go. Rebound. Danny Braun, the 5'9" senior. Having a nice tournament. Hollenkamp driving all the way down the follow, and now she is hacked, and she'll go to the free throw line, shoot a couple.
Again, the importance of offensive rebounding is in these games. If you can get that board, more than likely you're going to get to the free throw line because so many players are collapsing in on you.
Jackie Hollenkamp, 5'5" in the game, 5 points, 6 now on the line. That makes her 2 out of 5. It's been a little while since we've seen Carlie Wagner hit a shot, I think. And that's hard to say when she's got 20 points already in the game. But she just came out firing right away.
Yeah, she came into this game ready to play.
Again, if you're wondering, well, where's Rebekah Dahlman? She's on the bench. She has 3 fouls. Scramble. Possession arrow, Panthers. Every call, there's a lot of
Is
noise.
disputed by one side or the other.
Well, everybody's into it. High school sports, it's not getting any better than this. Wagner. Addition over to her teammates. The 3-pointer from the other side won't go by Cole. That's knocked out of bounds. And that is Panther basketball. So Hannah Lundberg will inbound this pass. Wagner winding up way left, and then she'll come to the top. Hollenkamp has done a really nice job on her. There's the pick for her. On the roll, no shot. Abby Crabtree in the game. That 3-pointer by Wagner won't go. And the rebound, Panthers have it. There's a whistle, travel. This game started off really hot, and it's really slowed down here in the last few minutes.
Yeah, see if they get into the locker room and see if things change up at the start of the second half.
And I'm sure, I know you know what John Schultz is thinking. Gosh, boy, Dahlman's not in there. We need to get in there and do something. So with no time left, the desperation shot is off of the backboard. And at halftime, the Panthers will go in with a 27-15 lead. I don't think anybody expected the scoring to be quite this low with these two teams at this point. We are going to run down to the sideline to Torrey Holt in a second. He has head coach John Schultz with him, and we'll visit in just a second. Let's go down to Torrey.
Yeah, thanks, Dave Lee. John Schultz, the head coach here for NRH-E-G. Coach, Carlie Wagner comes out of the gates red hot. How much did that take the pressure off your team early on in this game?
Well, they really count on her to do that for us. Maybe not that much of a percentage as far as her shots, but she was on, and she needs to continue to do that, and that will start to open things up for the rest of our team.
You know, the ladies at her desk said your 1-3-1 has been giving them fits, especially early on. Is that your normal defense, or is that an adjustment you made for Braham?
We run that the whole year long. Every that and a 2-3 matchup, we rotate between the two. That's something we've done all year. We do nothing different.
What's your thoughts going into the second half here?
Well, we want to stop any kind of a run early in the second half because that could really dictate how this game will end. We want to be very careful with the ball early and still try to push it up the floor and do what we do best.
Coach, best of luck in the second half.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's Panthers head coach there right now, Dave Lee, with a big lead over Braham.
By the way, Carlie Wagner is 14 points away from tying her own tournament state scoring record. We'll keep an eye on that. Coming up next, you can see all these young students coming out here. Well, seniors, and these XL awards are something else. Jane Voss, our PA announcer now, tells you all about it here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's celebration time. Today's celebration honors the 2013 XL Award winners. The Minnesota State High School League is proud to recognize these 32 students who are leaders in their school and who work voluntarily in their community helping others. The Excel Award program began in 1996. Award recipients are selected through a multi-level process that involves league member schools and an independent panel of judges from schools throughout Minnesota. Close to 4,000 students have been recognized with this award, and 308 students were nominated by their schools this year alone. Presenting the Excel Awards at Center Court are Mark Fredrickson, John Heyman, Steve Eklund, and David Stead from the Minnesota State High School League. They will be assisted by Tournament Director Lisa Lissamore. And now, the 2013 Excel Award winners. Kayla Nichols from Braham. Jacob Alex from Rosemont High School. Mackenzie Beatty from Lake Cristo Welcome Memorial. Brooke Borgard from Zimmerman. Carly Brandt from Mounds View. Barrett Carlson, New Ulm Cathedral. Brandon Fable, Norwood Young American. Bailey Grusing from Adrian. Beth Holland from Lawrence area.
Congratulations.
Haley Johnson, Willow River. Paxton Jordahl, Hutchinson High School. Joshua Kimball from Waseca. Mitchell Kalaji from Albany High School. Bethany Kozak, White Bear Lake area. Marshall Landrum, St. Paul Como Park High School. Zoe LeClaire from Egan. Megan Norby from Nevis. Obira Obikwelu from Irondale, New Brighton. Abby O'Bright from Underwood. Leah Penalt from Mound Westonka High School. Ryan Ruberg, Rushford Peterson. Shelby Schiefelbein from Kimball Area High School. Carlie Sigurdsson from Bold in Olivia. Courtney Sill from Wabasha Kellogg High School. Andrew Smith, Henning High School. Hunter Smith from Zimmerman.
Thank you.
Connor Smythe, Park Rapids Area High School. Lauren Summers, Janesville, Waldorf, Pemberton High School. And Aaron Thompson from Underwood.
Congratulations, Aaron. Thanks.
Also selected at Excel as Excel Award winners, but unable to be with us today are Pari Larson from Norwood Young America, Greg Mork from Mora, and Matthew Schmidt from Jackson County Central. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2013 Excel Award winners. Please join the league in congratulating these outstanding individuals for their leadership and community service. Excel Award winners.
What a great honor for those young people. That's a lot of work that went into receiving those awards. Pretty cool stuff. Here are some of the sights and sounds of this first half at Target Center, downtown Minneapolis, as you've been watching the first half of the AA Championships. Panthers over the Bombers 27-15 during the locker room talks. We're back with much more on the set at halftime with Chris, Marissa, and Jenny. Halftime is brought to you by Tria Orthopedic Center, bringing innovation to patient care for extraordinary results.
Back at the Target Center, well, we're with some of our juniors that are eligible and have won the Minnesota State High School XL Awards. The award winner, Zoe LeClaire from Egan High School on my left, and on my right, Brandon Fable from Norwood Young America. And Brandon, you're involved in stuff like football and basketball as well. What are some of the community service things that you're involved in?
Well, you know, I've been doing all kinds of different community service, not only with different activities in school like student council and NHS and all that, but one of the major things I did was my Eagle Scout project, which I went out and I went to my church, because I'm very involved in my church, and asked about something I could do with them. And they said they had me clean up a cemetery that hadn't been cleaned in 30 years and install a paver project in the front of our church. So I went and got volunteers from the Scouts and from my church to come help me clean up the cemetery and wash off the stones, trim some trees and stuff like that, plus dig this hole to put this big paver project in. And, you know, it was wonderful that we had all of them come out there and help me, and I want to thank them. And, you know, it's a great honor that we got here.
Awesome. Congratulations, Brandon.
Thank you.
All right, and Zoe, you're involved in a bunch of stuff as well, but what does it mean to you to be able to win this honor?
Like how I feel about it? I'm so honored to be rewarded with such a a great award, basically, from the state to recognize me for what I've done. It's nice because most people don't usually really care about you, look at you twice, so I'm just really honored to be given such a great news.
What are some of the things that you're involved with?
I am in multiple sports in my school, and I am a co-founder of Science Club in my school and a co-founder of E-Club, and I'm an NHS and a peer tutor, and I never really leave school.
Congratulations. Maybe you could join the band after when this wraps up. Well, thanks to both of the Great Excel Award winners here from the Target Center. We're going to take a timeout. More basketball on the way here in the Class 2A championship game.
New Richland-H-E-G leading Braham 27-15, more of a margin than we expected, but still a whole half basketball to play before we crown a champion here in Class AA. Chris Long with Jenny Johnson and Marissa Layton. Let's show you the highlights from the first half. Carlie Wagner dominating as Rebekah Dahlman got into foul trouble. But Jenny, you were saying it's the offensive and defensive sets for New Richland-H-E-G that's really dictated things.
It is. I think New Richland-H-E-G's 1-3-1 half-court defense has really given Braham a lot of trouble. And then consequently, we're getting a lot of defensive rebounds and easy shots on the other end.
Marissa, what do you think?
You know, Carlie Wagner has came out in the first half, and she's making a statement. She is playing this basketball to win.
And just like we saw in the last game, Braham struggling again from the outside. 0 for 7 three-point field goals. They're only shooting 22% again. They're off a little bit, Marissa, with Dahlman on the bench. But what do you see here that kind of tells us what's going on?
I think a key for Braham in the second half is to figure out that 1-3-1 half-court defense, and then also to keep NRHEG off the boards. They have 14 offensive rebounds.
Let's send it down to the court. Jory Holt.
Thank you, Chris. I'm with the head coach right now. Coach, the obvious question right now is Rebekah Dahlman is in foul trouble. How do you get her looks right now and protect her from picking up that fifth?
Yeah, right now the biggest problem is we got 16 turnovers and they've got 12 offensive rebounds. If we can cut down the turnovers and box them out better so they don't get those second chance points, we'll be a lot better off.
All right, best of luck in the second half.
Thank you very much.
All right, that's the Braham head coach, Tim Malone, right now. We're going to take a timeout. Be right back with the second half. Braham trailing right now by 12.
Welcome back around the state. Big smiles all around here at the state high school basketball tournament. Kind of tells you everything this thing is about right there. This, you know, one of the things we talked about, seeing some of these players you hear about, you never get to see. And you and I briefly chatted about Savannah Trapp. She plays for ESCO. She's 6'9", going to UCLA next year, Leah B. It would have been fun to see her. And, of course, they were beat out by Braham up in Section 7. They got pretty good battles going through the years in ESCO and Braham. But that's another one of those players that a lot of people heard a lot about. Will not get a chance to see her at state because of the strength of this Braham Bomber team. But it's just fun to know that you got that kind of talent here in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of great players come through here, Division I players who have been in this state tournament. And it's fun to see the best, and this is the place where you want to see them at the big championship game and throughout this entire tournament.
Full court pressure on Wagner. She gets ahead of it. She's going to run right to the basket and stop and hit that shot just inside of the free throw line. Has time to set it up and follow through. Dahlman now working with 3 fouls here, driving, and that's only Rebekah's 4th point of the game. Stolen. Dahlman quickly misses that one, but back in the hands of Nichols. The 3. Yep.
Kind of start that Braham wanted to have. They had to come out and get some quick points.
Wagner coast to coast. Misses it. Rebound. Braham foul. Uh-oh. Maddie Wagner, that's her 4th.
And the 8th grader guard. She gets a lot of minutes.
Ball will be inbounded by Hollenkamp to Rebekah Dahlman. We'll get a chance to Rebekah Dahlman, Minnesota's career scoring leader in girls hoops, over 5,000 points. She is a McDonald's All-American along with Nia Coffey. They'll represent our state in that All-Star game April 3rd down in Chicago.
A 9-point difference in this game right now. And
Hollenkamp had the shot. Wagner and Dahlman going at it in the backcourt. Now Braun picks her up. Braun just got caught there, and Canny picks up another foul. That will be 2 on her. She's had a nice tournament.
Yeah, and Braham, you know, they play such good defense. They play man-to-man most of the game, and you just right now they just have to play that real tight defense, but maybe just a step back so they're not getting all the fouls.
Wagner on top, Dahlman on top of her. They're both lightning quick. The jumper fades away. Now Dahlman's all alone. Now she picks up the pass, so it'll be a one-on-one. Driving, got it.
Dahlman very thoughtful going in as she lays that in, knowing that she can't pick up another foul.
Wagner all the way to the basket. Charge, maybe? Yep.
Things didn't go so well for Wagner on that end of the court.
Guess who did it? Danny Braun.
Been saying that name a lot in this broadcast. Danny Braun, this 5'9" senior, has been involved in a lot of key plays.
Dahlman quickly with 4 points. 2 at halftime. I'm not sure she's had that happen in her career. Spin move inside, left-handed. That's an 8-0 run right now for Braham. A 5-point game. Wagner, that's her shot. Uh-oh, a little injury on the end of that thing. Jenna Winter, that's the second time we see Jenna take a shot. She just gets up and gets back up and plays.
You know that's one tough kid.
For 3, Nichols on the other side. That might have been partially blocked by Overgaard. Lundberg has it. Racing up, gets a screen from Wagner. She's got a left-handed baseline shot over there, and she got it to her, but they can't hit it again. Dahlman, she's going to push it up. Wagner and Dahlman right after each other. Here comes Wagner. 5-on-4 break. Bronze has got Dahlman all alone at the other end of the court. Can't get it to her.
Yep. Too hard of a pass. Good decision making.
Dahlman. Foul.
Foul on Dahlman.
Lundberg, I think.
Rebekah Dahlman knowing that she's playing with 3 fouls, but still needing to be aggressive and get her shot off.
Trying to get the 3-pointer there, and the ball will tail off of the end line down by the Bomber bench. A 7-point game all of a sudden. Wagner now picked up by Angela Bendixson. And will run with her all the way to midcourt and beyond. Wagner. Lundberg. Wagner, 3 maybe? No. Thinking about it. Dahlman lets her shoot it, and it's good rebound by Paige Overgaard. And then the ball stolen right back. And here comes Dahlman. She'll push it up. Straight at the hoop.
That shows you how strong of an offensive player Dahlman is. She uses her body so well.
They break the pressure. Wagner's got a 3-on-2. Missed it again. Just short.
Big rebound by Braun.
Dahlman wants it. She's raring to go, man. Drags a foul. Going to the free throw line.
Wagner looks, or not Wagner. Look how she uses her body here. Just dips down to get around the defense. It slips in.
5'9" senior. She goes to Vanderbilt to play. There's your head coach. Tim Malone knows her as well as anybody. Boy, they had to hold her out for a long time, over 7 minutes in that first half because of the 3 fouls. And look at, they're back within 4 points.
I know, it's amazing how different a game can be when a player gets in and how different 2 halves can be.
Look at that. One more time. 31-28. The second half is brought to you by Education Minnesota, the union of 70,000 teachers, school staff, and higher education faculty who work hard to give our students the tools they need to succeed at every level. back on 45 TV. Championship Saturday with round 1. It's Minnesota with a close game over Ada Bora. Final score was 61-51, but a lot of that was right at the end of the game. It was really a good. There were 9 lead changes in that baby. Wagner baseline. She's got a wide open shot with her sister who traveled at the free throw line.
Panthers looking a little bit flustered here at the start of the second half. And the Braham Bombers have come on strong with Dahlman back in this game.
Braham.
It's a really nice move by Braham.
Stolen. Hollenkamp. Wagner gets it back. A steal caused by Dahlman. There, now Wagner, her 6-point. 26th of the game. Dahlman, the 10-foot jumper. That won't go. Overgaard has it. Lead pass. Wagner's going to keep it herself. She's 8 away, if I'm right, from the state record for the tournament.
It's been steady for her team from the beginning.
Long pass. Hollenkamp kicks it back to Nichols. Dahlman's open for 3. She'll put her up and in.
Dahlman has come back to life. She looks tremendous in the second half.
Wagner. No look pass. Won't go again. It's a track meet. Dahlman quickly baseline. Look at that move. Follows her own miss. Ball knocked out of bounds. Blocked. And with the basketball, Braham. Timeout on the court. That might be more for the fans. 35-32.
Basketball is a game of runs, and boy, you can see how things can change quickly.
Let's take a look at the best players in the state, Leah, the seniors.
All right, well, one of them is in this game right now, Rebekah Dahlman from Braham, and we'll be seeing Nia Coffey later on in the Hopkins game tonight. Tyshana Johnson will be playing De La Salle. That's a really, really good list this year. Going to be difficult to pick who actually becomes Miss Basketball. But I'm thrilled that we get to see most of them come through here.
Yeah, that's really nice because that doesn't always happen that way. With the basketball. Braham down by 3 all of a sudden. At halftime, they were down by 12. Bomber 3 to tie it in and out. Oh, more dramatic than that. Dahlman with the steal. Jump ball.
So that's what I like about Rebekah Dahlman. She's got 3 fouls, but she's still going to tie it up. With Carlie Wagner knowing she still has to be an aggressive force on the court.
Panthers keep it. Wagner looking to slice up the middle. Wow.
Oh, in and out.
Braham, that's one shot and done here right now. They stepped up a notch. The Bombers, that's an open look. Nichols' shot won't go. It's a foul. And it'll be on probably Nichols, Taylor, I think.
Ball is on the Bombers, number 10, Kayla Nichols, that's her third.
Be her third fouls for the junior Kayla Nichols.
Wagner might have been tripped a little bit. She was, I think. We're going to call a foul on Bendixson. It looked like just her feet kind of tangled a little bit, Leah.
Angela Bendixson. That's her first. Team's third.
Carlie Wagner committed to the University of Minnesota 1 month ago, and there's a travel. Carlie Wagner was debating where she's going to go, and then about a month ago said no to the U. So at least you'll get a year of her and Rachel Banham playing in the backcourt.
Yeah, I think that sounds really good.
They remind me of each other a lot. Dahlman, 10-footer. A 1-point game. Wagner, good dish, but her teammates just having trouble hanging on to it. Look at that again. Now a foul called.
Good hustle by Katie Cole.
Jenna Winter. Wagner's going to need a little help on some of these passes for her teammates to start connecting, because that can get the Bomber defense spread out a little bit. Right now they can focus on Carlie Wagner. She has 28 in the game. If my numbers are right, she's 5 away from tying her total. 3-game total.
She's busy trying to break her own records.
Yeah. She had 48 last night. She's a 67% free throw shooter.
I was asking her head coach what makes her so good. Why? And one, just because she's worked so hard and long on that shot, but two, because she's so physically strong and has such good control over her body.
Katie Cole struggling on those free throws, kind of in and out, so we remain at 35-34. The three-pointer, and Braham has taken the lead thanks to Kayla Nichols, the first time today.
There's the support that Rebekah Dahlman needs.
Wagner for 3. Out of bounds. Watch Kayla Nichols ice this one. Today's game summary brought to you by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer today for amazing specials during Toyota's #1 for everyone sales event.
Well, Braham has worked their way back into this game and taken the lead behind Dahlman. She has 16 points, been big in the second half, and Wagner has been everything for her team. 27 points, 8 boards. You're getting some support there from Nichols, Braham, and who else can get involved in this game and the scoring besides the 2 big stars.
Dahlman gets a pick on the right side. Her team has taken the lead. Incredible, down by 12 at halftime travel. Ball back to Richland, Heartland, Ellendale, Geneva, the Panthers.
The turnovers really plagued Braham in the first half. They had 17 of them.
Wagner, too hard. Rebound, out of bounds. That's Panther basketball. Lundberg will throw the ball in bounds. Wagner out on top. Guarded by the freshman Hollenkamp. Back in the game is Maddie Wagner working with 4 fouls. Keep in mind, Dahlman had 3. With 7 minutes to go in the first half, she's still at 3. She has taken charge in the second half. Wagner, long-range shot. That's a 2.
It was a nice-looking shot, too.
Tied at 37's Dahlman. Blonde. Charge on Danny. That's her 3rd.
Those are the turnovers that really hurt Braham in the first half. Starting to get a few more of them now in the second. They started off the second half without any hitting big shots, getting rebounds.
Got a lip read out of that one. You got to be kidding me, I think was coach's comment. Wagner, ball stolen by the freshman Hollenkamp. Nichols, Dahlman right to the basket. Wagner down by 2 points. Good look. Can't connect. Lots of time left here. 9.5. Rebekah Dahlman now going to set it up. Directing traffic Even when she's out of the game, you can see her kind of coaching her teammates. That's a run, look, rebound. Wagner, that's one thing she does. You talk about her points. She had a double-double yesterday. She's really tough on the boards.
Yep, she is good on the rebounds, and her team is a good rebounding team.
That's her sister over there. Marnie, the 8th grader. Carlie, Overguard. And finally, Maddie Wagner gets it to drop.
Yeah, they were working hard for that one.
Tie game. Turnover. Wagner down 2 away. Somebody lost a headband down here along the way. That's how this game is going. I think it was Wagner. Nichols traveled. A lot of post-game activity coming your way after this one. You want to catch that. It should be fun either way this goes. 39s. Panthers and Bombers. Crowd is absolutely into this game. And a frantic pace. They need to pace themselves. They got 8 minutes to get through yet.
It's amazing. It has turned into an incredibly exciting basketball game.
It's the Wagners there on the triangle on top. Maddie, Marnie, and Carlie. Good look for 3. This will not drop. Rebound, Braun.
Yeah, Braun has just been in all the right places.
Oh, look at that. Like a thoroughbred just coming straight ahead in a horse race. And man, Rebekah Dahlman just gets down there so fast. And a foul is called. And for Rebekah, that is number 4.
He tries to move the defense out by giving a fake a little bit.
Tim Malone is really unhappy with that call.
Rebekah's talking to the official. I never think that's a smart idea for a player to do.
Race for the ball. Wagner has it. Braun behind her. She gets the layup up and in.
Wagner gets her Panthers fans into this game.
Dahlman for 3. Yep. 42-41. The Bombers. Wagner maintains control of the ball. The layup is up, in. And she draws the foul. And she has just tied her all-time mark for most points in a girls' tournament, state tournament.
Certainly has lived up to the billing. Carlie Wagner.
112 points in 3 games. She can establish a new mark right here. She does. 44-42. More importantly, she put her team back up by 2. Dahlman, the deep 3. No. Braun. Wagner. Heads up play.
That was a heads up play.
This is fun. Back on 45, Carlie Wagner has set a tournament record for points. She also has now the record for most field goals attempted, 101. But what's interesting about that was a long-time record held by Janet Karvinen.
Our good friend Janet Karvinen.
Now the next one she's gone after will be Kelly Skalicki from Albany back in 1981. There's a name, a blast from the past. Many of you remember Kelly had the most field goals made, but Carlie's a few away from that right now. Meanwhile, we got a heck of a game. I don't think that's really on anybody's mind on that court. 3-pointer by Wagner will not go. Rebound, scramble. Who's got it? Bombers. Dahlman working with 4 fouls now. Will drive all the way to the basket. Reverse layup won't go. Carlie Wagner. She'll take it the other way. Give it to her sister who traveled.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
blood. I don't even think Kayla Nichols knows her elbow is bleeding.
Now checking to the middle game, number 14.
What's amazing about what Braham did here in the second half is how quickly they got back into this game.
They sure did. They were down by 12 at halftime, 27-15. Coach Malone going up against John Schultz. Three-pointer on the way is too much. Wagner doesn't hesitate to take it right to the hoop.
It's just so difficult to stop her.
She had 48 last night. 46-42. Dahlman. Hollenkamp. Braham. Hollenkamp. Dahlman's alone in the corner. Wanted it. Got it. Too much. Maddie Wagner. Turnover.
Good hustle, good pass.
Dahlman, one-on-one. Foul on Wagner. That is Marnie Wagner. Maddie, her sister, has 4. So at the free throw line, Rebekah Dahlman, or you can call it yourself at home. Got it. Dahlman averages 35.5 per game. She also averages 10 rebounds a game. She had 24 in the last game. She had 40 in the opening game.
Yeah, and when she goes in to score, she always attacks the basket. So more than half the time she gets herself to the free throw line and gets the and one.
There's that full court pressure. Back to a 2-point game. Hannah Lundberg going to try bust through it with the dribble. Dahlman picks her up. Here's Carlie Wagner now. For the 3. Easy delivery off of those quick wrists of hers. Just terrific follow through. Dahlman weaving her way. Dishes the pass. Travel on Braham. 49-44. The crowd is into this baby like I haven't seen in some time. Loving every minute of it. 5-point spread now with 5 minutes to go in favor of the Panthers. Second half has been back and forth. Wagner, let's put another one up there. Unconscious.
What more can you say about what she's doing out there? She's going to will her way to a championship.
Jump ball, possession. Braham. Little conversation over at the scorers table taking place right now before they give this ball back over to the Bombers, where it will be inbounded by Kayla Nichols. Nichols off to Rebekah Dahlman. Rebekah, that quick step, but she's deep down in that corner. Nichols on the point. That's Winter. Hollenkamp. Nichols, they quickly cover up. Good three-point shooter. Slicing her way into the basket, but it won't drop.
Big rebound to Wagner.
Wagner, little hop step. Look at that shot. Won't go. Foul on the board. Is that a fall on Maddie? Yeah, it is. Maddie Wagner has fouled out of the game.
Grader has had a tremendous tournament. She sits for the next 4 minutes and 11 seconds and watch her team
The reason the officials over at the table while they're talking is that Braham sidelines has been given a warning. Dahlman, sharp pass to Braham. Hollenkamp, Nichols, she likes it out there. That will not go to that time for Kayla. That's a pretty good spot for Dahlman with the interception. Fallon Lundberg.
She manages to, Rebekah Dahlman, how she manages to get herself to the free throw line. You just don't see her pull up that much. She takes it hard to the basket every time down. In hopes of making it.
You got everything you want here, don't you? You got star power, you got a close game, you got a state championship. It's a pretty good trifecta.
These two teams, you don't see hardly any post play, posting up. It's all dribble penetration, attacking the basket.
The McDonald's All-American gets 1 out of 2. Timeout on the court. Thank goodness. 51-45. 2:51 left in this baby. Well, let's take a look at Carlie Wagner today. Well, I don't think we have enough time to see it all.
Well, if you've never seen her play, if this is the first time, you won't be disappointed with what she's doing in this game. She's just showing you that she can score from anywhere on the court. There's a tremendous outside shot. An amazing ability to get to the basket as well. She's strong, she's athletic, she can rebound the ball. I think that covers everything.
I think so. We saw her really, after they won last night in that close game, really break down and just so excited to go into the championship game. It was pretty good capturing of emotion by our crew. Wagner sees an opening, drives up. Is it going to drop? It is, and it'll count, and she's going to try to get in a three-point play. She now has 43 points in this game. She's got 3 minutes and 44 seconds to potentially set a record, but that is absolutely the last thing on her mind whatsoever right now. 53-45, and she smoothly puts that one in, and now this is one of the bigger leads we've seen all afternoon, although they did lead at 12 at halftime, but Braham came back to take the lead. Nichols trying to shovel it under Wagner, or under Nichols. Tried to go underneath on the pass to Katie Cole, and Cole got a piece of it. The possession arrow is the Panthers. Wagner looking to teammate down low, had her sister, but just couldn't get it to her. Dahlman now picking up Wagner. This is an awesome matchup. Rebound, Dahlman. Rebekah will push it down herself. She's going to make a 1-on-3, and a 0-on-1 is what she did. Wow.
Quick step is what allows her to get around the Panthers defense.
She has 26, 24 of those in the second half. So Braham has a timeout. She's also, I think, Carlie is 1 or 2 away from the most field goal attempts in one game.
Wow.
You're going to put her name all over the record book. Where's that intensity? Crowd has been terrific here today. Fun. We're watching a classic 54-47. The ball belongs to New Richland, Heartland, Ellendale, Geneva. Wagner, oh man, like a wide receiver, just leaping up to take that pass. And Dahlman will pick it up now. Come back the other way against Wagner. And there's contact. That'll be on Carlie Wagner.
What Dahlman does well there as she's coming down the court is she sees that Wagner sticking right with her, so she kind of pulls out just a little bit to see if...
That's number 3 on Carlie.
Carlie will make a move, and she ends up following her.
Rebekah Dahlman from the free throw line, an 81% shooter. She has 27 points in the game. Going to Vanderbilt next year. Back down to 5 again in this basketball game. Panthers trying to get it in. There's Wagner and Dahlman. Hannah Lundberg. Back to Wagner. Left-handed layup right through the defense.
Just how it's supposed to look.
Nichols lines up. It was blocked.
Rebound.
Overgard didn't see it after she made the block, and now stolen right back, and now a jump ball, and that goes right back to the Bombers. With the basketball, Braham down 56-49, 2:32 to go. These teams can light it up in a hurry. That's where Nichols was last time Overgard came over and got a piece of that. Now you got Katie Cole on her. Little give and go.
And Nichols.
Dahlman. Wagner. Got a 3-on-2, a 4-on-2. She'll keep it. And that's why. Carlie Wagner just tied her single game scoring record at the state tournament. 48 points. That's what she had last night. That's what she had last year in the third place game. That's what she has now. Watching history, Leah.
It's amazing. 48 points.
Rebekah Dahlman.
How difficult that would be.
There's a record that was held by Kelly Scalippi, I believe. Of Albany. Remember, they had a great run in the 80s. So we're back to a 6-point game. All these records are fabulous until, but you're playing for the state title right now.
That's what's important.
Dahlman. Ice. Timeout. The Panthers of New Richland, Heartland, Ellendale, and Geneva. And that school located right there on Ash Avenue in New Richland, taking on the Braham Bombers in the state title game and leading by 5. They both got here with some impressive victories. The Panthers beat Pelican Rapids in that first game 62-49. Then they had a dandy with Washburn last night, 69-60. And then for Braham, a 79-42 win over Bold, followed by another good game last night, 49-39 against Providence Academy. Let's check out our play of the game so far, brought to you by Education Minnesota, the union of 70,000 teachers, school staff, and higher education faculty who work hard to give our students the tools they need to succeed at every level.
Only thing that's difficult about picking the play is which play to pick. There's been a lot of great ones, but that one made it 51-44. A Carlie Wagner three-point shot. She has been outstanding. Really an amazing basketball player. She's been consistent and steady.
I'm going to need to run out to office supply somewhere and get a legal pad so we can write down all Wagner's records from the tournament. There she is right there. Dahlman's on her. Dahlman having a huge second half. Wagner dribbling through everything. Cannot complete it. Out of bounds. There's John Schultz. Coach Schultz.
Not happy right now. This would be a big possession for Braham.
Good defense. Ball up for grabs. And Braham picks it up. Danny Braun, 9 points.
Well, she has been significantly good in this game, and the box score might not say how important that Danny Braun has been to the Braham Bombers.
A 3-point game now. Got more to come, Leah, if you can handle tonight now. I don't know if you're going to need a little nap after this, baby.
I know we have a lot of good ones. Red Wing and De La Salle. That should be a physical, up-tempo basketball game. And then the last game of the evening in Class 4A is Hopkins and Bloomington Kennedy. And they had a close game during the regular season that Hopkins won. But it was just by a couple, I believe. So that should be a great matchup.
Get to see the Martin sisters.
Yeah, they looked really good so far in this tournament.
Championship Saturday is living up to its billing so far today with a dandy in the first one. Minnesota won it. It was a good game that had 9 lead changes in it. Now in this one, a 3-point difference with a minute 27. Dahlman playing with 4 fouls. There's a trap and a foul. Kaylin Nichols. That's her 4th.
Number 10, Peter Nichols. That's her.
At the free throw line, the Panthers, Hannah Lundberg. She has not scored in the game today. From the free throw line, Hannah through the season was a 70% shooter. Dahlman get the boards. On her way inside. Think she's going to the hoop? Think so.
She loves that move, hitting that left side like that.
A 1-point game. Wagner, a race to the basket against Braun. She's fouled.
It'll be 4 on Braun.
Carlie Wagner.
Carlie Wagner at the line shooting 2.
At the free throw line.
I don't see that often from her.
She makes this. She breaks her record. And she does. So she tied it and now has established a new one. Braun short. A 2-point game. Ball is loose. Dahlman caused that to happen. They hand it right back to Wagner. 50 seconds. Oh, my. Dahlman picks it off momentarily. Back to Wagner, being double-teamed.
Now they're going to
Lundberg and Dahlman falls her. She didn't want to.
No, she
didn't want to, but what a player. What a second half.
I think her instinct is telling her we need a foul, but she couldn't be the one to do it.
You think she's a lightning rod? Listen to the crowd. Rebekah Dahlman with an absolute monster second half. 30 points in the half. She had 2 at halftime. Ball bounces back to the Panthers. Wagner's got a triple team. Didn't see it. Nichols. Yes. We're tied.
Oh, my goodness. The Panthers were just hoping they could stall off some time. Look at this right here. Wagner's just holding the ball, kind of thinking we'll just hold it. There's 3 Braham Bombers surrounding her.
26 seconds for the state championship. Look at this crowd after it happens. They're watching her run down that court and put the ball in. There isn't a person sitting in this place for the most part.
Wow, that was unexpected and really exciting. This has been a tremendous game. The second half in particular.
This has been an instant classic. You have two of the all-time greatest players in the state. One's a junior, one's going on to the McDonald's All-American game here in a few weeks. And they have put on a show. I hope at the end of this one, everybody stands up and applauds. Fantastic. There's the state record holder in most points in a game in a state tournament. That's today. 49. But right now, with the game tied, everybody is on this side of the court. The Panthers have it. 26 seconds. Wagner has it in her hand. She will be double teamed all the way up. She gets past it with 19.
It's going to be open here.
Do you wait, Leah, or do you take the first open shot?
There's 11 seconds left on the clock, so they got to go now. And you want it in Wagner's hands. There it is.
Oh, no, whistle. Whistle. Foul is called. .1. Tim Malone. You can watch it yourself. Up in the air. Carlie Wagner. And on her 50th point, the loudest roar of the afternoon.
It just sounds ridiculous to say on her 50th point.
1-point lead. There's a quick timeout by Braham. Dahlman. 97 points for Rebekah in the tournament. That's not too bad.
Well, this is the moment where it would be easy to predict what Braham would do if Rebekah Dahlman was in the game. We know exactly how it would look. Now they have to figure out who is going to be that player.
I don't know how many dads I just saw adjust their belts. Like, you know, you grab your pants and you pull it up. It's
They're
like,
nervous.
you know, it's been falling down here since I've been standing up. And the fans are nervous and tense. Some are smiling. Some are focused, leaning over the rails. You can see it all here. Great shots by our crew on 45 TV. 60-59. The Richland, Heartland, Ellendale, Geneva against the Bombers of Braham. And this is everything you wanted in a state championship game, along with those marquee players, Dahlman and Wagner. But you got 10 on the court, and who's going to be a factor in the final few seconds? 5.3. They got to go the length. The freshman Hollenkamp will inbound the ball.
Caitlin Nichols with the ball in her hand at the end of the game.
She has it right now. Ball knocked loose. Wagner has it to the bucket. The state championship is going to the Panthers of NRH-E-G. What a game. What a classic. There's a new trophy coming to 306 South Ash Avenue in New Richland, Minnesota. New Richland, Heartland, Ellendale, Geneva, your AA state champs. Look at that. Two of the best. game is brought to you by the University of Minnesota Crookston. Go to umcrookston.edu.
Carlie Wagner, and we've never said it before, the player of the game having 50 points. Unbelievable. She led her team exactly how they needed her to a state championship.
Let's go down to Jane Voss and get the presentation of the hardware.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to begin our award ceremony. At this time, we will present the 10-member Wells Fargo All-Tournament team chosen by members of the Minnesota Girls Basketball Coaches Association. These students have distinguished themselves by their athletic excellence, leadership, team commitment, and exceptional sportsmanship. Presenting the trophies for the Wells Fargo All-Tournament team at center court is Darren Zielsdorf, Wells Fargo Business Banking Manager. And now, the 2013 Class 2A Girls Basketball All-Tournament team. From Minneapolis, Washburn, forward Chase Coley. Also from Minneapolis, Washburn, forward Natalie Holdahl. From Providence Academy in Plymouth, guard Taylor Finley. Also from Providence Academy in Plymouth, guard Leah Zabla. Also from Providence Academy in Plymouth, guard Nathalie Radcliffe. From Braham, guard Jacqueline Hollenkamp. Also from Braham, forward Danny Braun. Also from Braham, guard Rebekah Dahlman. From New Richland, Heartland, Ellendale, Geneva, guard Maddie Wagner. And also from New Richland-H-E-G, guard Carlie Wagner. I'd like to also add that Carlie Wagner broke her own tournament single game scoring record today by scoring 50 points. Congratulations. Wells Fargo and the Minnesota State High School League would like to congratulate all members of the 2013 Class 2A Girls Basketball All-Tournament team. In tournament action earlier today, the fourth place trophy was awarded to Minneapolis Washburn High School. The third place trophy was awarded to Providence Academy in Plymouth. At this time, we'd like to present the second place team trophy and medal. These awards will be presented by the members of the league board of directors. Scott McCready from St. Charles, Lane Powell, Fillmore Central, Mark Fredrickson from Waconia, and Steve Eklund from Braham. They will be assisted by tournament director Lisa Lissamore. Silver medals and the Class 2A second place trophy will be awarded to Braham High School. The silver medals will now be presented to each member of the team, and as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 4, Liz Altendorf. Number 5, Jacqueline Hollenkamp. Number 10, Kayla Nichols. Number 11, Vanessa Ajulaitis. Number 14, Angela Bendixson. Number 15, Jenna Winter. Number 22, Stephanie Brond. Number 23, Caitlin Dordahl. Number 25, Rebekah Dahlman. Number 31, Mariah Hill. Number 32, Danny Braun. Number 32-3, Carla Herman. Number 42, Kaylee Padel. Number 44, Jessica Malone. And number 45, Natalie Bacon. Student managers for the Bombers, Maddie Altendorf and Rayanne Lee. Assistant coaches, Dan Kraus and Becky Swanson. Head coach of the Braham Bombers, Tim Malone. And now, will the captains of Braham High School please come forward to receive the championship trophy? The 2013 Minnesota State High School Class 2A girls basketball champion is New Richland-Heartland Ellendale Geneva. The gold medals will now be presented to each team member. As your name is called, please come forward to receive your championship medal. 0-0, Hannah Lundberg. Number 1, Maddie Wagner. Number 2, Marnie Wagner. And before I introduce the next recipient, I'd like to add that this individual broke 5 tournament records and tied another one. Most field goal made, 48. Most points in a tournament, 129. Most field goal attempts in a game, 43. Most points in a game, 50. And she tied the record for most field goals in a game at 21. Moving on, number 5, Abby Crabtree. Number 10, Paige Overgaard. Number 11, Anna Stork. Number 12, Jade Schultz. Number 14, Katie Cole. Number 21, Kelly Harrington. Number 25, Raylyn Shue. And number 33, Ryan Hagan. Student managers for the Panthers, Haley Schuler and Anna Lundberg. Assistant coaches, Grant Berg and Sam Lundberg. And head coach of the Panthers, John Schultz. And now, will the captains of New Richland
forward to receive your trophy.
Sometimes when you have this kind of anticipation to see two teams like we saw this afternoon, and both led by a superstar of just incredible proportions in the high school basketball arena, you don't think that maybe the game will live up to its billing. It did, and went beyond that, Leah.
It was amazing to watch, and you think about what the two stars did, and Dahlman and Wagner, and they both carried their teams, and they did it in a very classy way. I thought it was great basketball to watch. The fans were into it. I mean, it was everything that we asked for.
And the fans were, as you mentioned, the support here watching these players play, but they just kept going at it, and it was just a fun day that fans, I don't think, sat for the last 5 to 10 minutes of this game, and it really exemplified the level that girls basketball in this state has come to with all these Division I athletes that are not only going to go on, but the ones that have already successful.
And I was impressed at the end of the game when Carlie Wagner came over and hugged the Braham girls who made that all-tournament team with her. Just a very class act, great basketball, and we've seen some great records broken here. Carlie Wagner was outstanding, as well as Rebekah Dahlman.
And in the midst of it all, you get a one-point game. Incredible, with a defensive play right at the end. Look at that joy and emotion. They're already going to have to put the trophy back together. Tori's down along the sideline, and we'll be checking in with him in just a minute. And then, of course, don't go anywhere. We just had I think it's fair to call this one an instant classic. And coming up next, we'll have a beauty again as we look forward to that the games tonight here on 45 TV with De La Salle and Red Wing, and that'll be coming your way as well. Carlie Wagner just putting on a show. Now, keep in mind, in the midst of all of those awards that Jane Voss was telling the fans here all about, she is a junior.
That's good news for us. And all the fans.
And it was fun to see her and Rebekah Dahlman line heads up. And right away after the game, they're hugging each other. Let's go with those two superstars and Tori Holt.
Absolutely. Rebekah Dahlman, Carlie Wagner, in what everybody's saying is maybe one of the best girls basketball games in the history of the state of Minnesota. Rebekah, I'll start with you. Carlie gets 50 points in this game. Tell me about just competing in a game like this.
She's one of the best girls in the state. I mean, it's Carlie Wagner here. I mean, I'm glad, I'm honored to play against her. What an honor, and I wish her the best of luck. Enjoy this W. You deserve it. You honestly do.
It's so classy of you to come over here and join us to talk about this great game. What was it like playing and competing in a game like this?
First half that was tough for our team. I mean, second half we came out, we tried to get back in the game, and I mean we got back. It's just hard to finish, and I mean they had more heart tonight.
You know, you got your championship a couple of years ago, so you always go out a champion. You're headed to Vanderbilt. You look forward to maybe a meeting with her down the road in college?
I mean, yeah. Here we go again. But, I mean, I'm blessed to be a Braham Bomber, and thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Congratulations, Rebekah, and thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Great working with you.
Thank you.
Well, Carlie Wagner, you're the champion. She was a former champion. What was it like to compete against her?
Amazing. I'm honored to get to play against her as well. I mean, she's the face of Minnesota, you know. Everybody knows who Rebekah Dahlman is. She's phenomenal. She can do everything, and I'm so glad I got to play with her, you know, because someday they'll be like, oh my gosh, that girl had 5,000 points. Like, yeah, I played against her, and you know, she's such a nice girl, and I really enjoy playing against her. She's such a good person, and she's a great player.
And I know it's fresh to you, but just stepping away for just a second and thinking about what was it like to play in that game?
Words can't explain it. It was just crazy, you know. 1 minute we're up, and the next minute, you know, it's tied, and I don't know. It was just such a back and forth game. It was insane.
50 of the 60 points. It comes down the stretch. How much did you relish having the game on your shoulders?
I guess it wasn't that big of, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I just did what I had to do. My coach told me what I had to do, and I just did what I had to, I guess.
Finally, you win the first ever girls state basketball Panther title. What's it like to be able to bring that back home now?
Amazing. And it's all because of these people right here. I tell you, they are amazing, and they keep the steam going for us, so.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Carlie Wagner, 50 points. It's a state tournament record. She broke her own. She had 48 twice last year in the third place game, last night in the semifinal. Today in the biggest game of her life, she comes up with the biggest game, 50 points, a tournament record. Carlie Wagner, she wins it. Rebekah Dahlman, what a battle it was here from the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. If this is the way the day is going to go, we're glad to have it. And you can watch it only here on 45 TV.
Today's postgame show is brought to you by American Family Insurance. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. Find out more at amfam.com.
Two first-time champions here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament. Minneota earlier in Class A and new Richland-H-E-G in the second game, winning the Class AA title 60-59 over Braham in a game that anybody that watched will be talking about for a long time. Chris Long back here with you courtside on 45 TV with Jenny Johnson and Marissa Layton. It's our job to come up with words after games like this. It's not easy after a game like that. Jenny, give it a shot.
Well, I've been around girls basketball for an awfully long time. I've seen hundreds of basketball games, and I don't think I've ever seen one that's as good as this one.
Marissa, and just the individual, you don't want to make it about two players in a state championship game, but what we saw Rebekah Dahlman and Carlie Wagner do, it was two heavyweights just exchanging punches all day long.
I mean, this game was about two players.
Yeah.
It was about Rebekah Dahlman. It was about Carlie Wagner. It was everything we thought it would be and more. This game was absolutely amazing.
Rebekah Dahlman in foul trouble in the first half, but she came back in the second half, played a lot of the second half with 4 fouls as we see the victorious Panthers, the right of champions, cutting down the nets. So Rebekah Dahlman, 2 points in the first half, comes back and scores 30 in the second half.
Well, and the thing that's so amazing about her is that everyone knew she was going to have to do this, and New Richland-H-E-G still could not stop her.
And then Carlie Wagner, the only people that have scored more points in this building are Tony Parker and Tim Duncan, Marissa.
Carlie Wagner did everything that she had to do to get a state championship for her team. This kid can shoot the three, she can take the ball the length of the court, and she has the prettiest pull-up jumper in the game today.
Braham was down 27-15 at halftime. Kayla Nichols hits this bucket to tie the game late, and then the end was just spectacular, Jenny.
Well, in the end of the game, it's all about kind of like the victory and the agony of defeat. But I got to tell you, one of the coolest parts of the game was the interview with the two kids at the end and how much respect they have for each other and what they were just a part of.
Our statistics the whole day brought to you by Dynamo. Refuel off the court with Dynamo chocolate milk, the mobile milk that goes with you. But really, the only stats we want to talk about necessarily, 50 and 30. The 30 that Rebekah Dahlman scored in the second half, and the 50, the first time a player has ever reached the 50-point in a state tournament game. Marissa.
Unbelievable. This is a game like Jenny. I've watched a lot of high school girls basketball. This is a game, possibly the best game I've ever seen.
Jenny, you talk about these players, and again, we will talk a lot about Rebekah Dahlman. We'll talk Carlie Wagner. You mentioned it. They were the stars, but they don't do what they do today without the support of the rest of their team.
No, and we talked a lot about New Richland-H-E-G and the defense they played, and that defense is a team thing. And it can't just be Carlie Wagner playing defense. It was everybody out there, and she got open for a reason. And her teammates set a lot of picks for her that freed her to get open shots.
All right, as the nets come down, we're going to take one more commercial break. We will wrap this game up for you and tell you what lies ahead. We're only halfway through Championship Saturday. 2 more games still to come this evening. So Championship Saturday halfway complete. 2 first-time champs, Minneota in single A, New Richland-H-E-G in double A. We've got Red Wing and De La Salle in triple A, Hopkins and Bloomington Kennedy in quad A coming up this evening. Coverage begins at 6 o'clock here on 45 TV. De La Salle and Hopkins both going for 3-peats. Marissa, we're halfway through. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like I've played in these first 2 games. They were so emotional, so exciting. Awesome 2 first games today.
Jenny, it's not fair for these 4 teams tonight to try to match what we just saw here, but certainly there are 2 clear favorites tonight, but memorable upsets if the other 2 teams happen to win.
Well, and it's like we talked a little bit about earlier here on the set. It's an opportunity for the underdogs because they have nothing to lose. And so there's no pressure on them really, but to come in and just like lay it all on the line and go for it. So I think we're going to be in store for a really good evening.
I'm still hearing cheering behind me. It sounds like the new Richland-H-E-G still cutting down those nets. A pretty incredible moment for any team that gets to do that. Let's talk about tonight's games. De La Salle and Hopkins. What's the key for the De La Salle team? Obviously, they've got the two key players, Tyshauna Johnson and Alina Starr. They are expected to win this game. What do they need to do this evening?
Well, I think De La Salle just needs to do what they did to get them here. It's Red Wing that really needs to step up, and they have Tisha Buck, who's a good player. And if she can get hot and she can lead her team on the rally, again, look for a good challenge there.
Rebekah Dahlman is a Miss Basketball finalist, as is Nia Coffey. For Hopkins, a lot of people may tell you one or the other should win this. Real quick, Marissa, Nia Coffey, she's a key for Hopkins tonight. What else do you look for out of them as they try to three-peat?
She is. I mean, they were here last year, so they've got the experience. But if there's anyone in this state that can compete with Hopkins from an athleticism level, it's Bloomington Kennedy.
All right, we're going to take a breath. Our whole crew needs one before we reset for two more games that hopefully can live up to the energy that we just saw in this one. An unbelievable basketball game between Braham and New Richland-H-E-G. New Richland wins their first ever state championship in girls basketball.